There's this whole idea that pregnancy is dangerous, like just inherently. And it is a lie from hell that people want women to believe. I think ultimately Satan wants women to believe that pregnancy is dangerous. So that way they won't have children. They'll be afraid to have children. Here's the thing. Go look at this data for yourself. Go look at the data. The risk of any kind of mortality related to pregnancy is extremely low. Now you hear on the news all the time, like maternal mortality is rising and the US has a bad maternal mortality rate and all these things. And there's a whole lot of problems with that, even how they calculate that. But even that, if you have something that is extremely low, if it's like 1 in a million, but it goes up by 1, it doubled. But it's 2 in a million. It's still very low, right? That's kind of what's happening here. Maternal mortality rate is extremely low for having children. It's an extremely safe thing to do, to have children. Now it's painful, we recognize that, but it's very safe, especially in our world today with the advances that we have medically. Compare like maternal mortality to driving in a car, okay? You know how much more likely you are to die from driving in a car than you are from having a baby? What if I told you that you're twice as likely to die in a car wreck than having a baby? What if I told you it was 5 times as likely? What if I told you it was 10 times as likely? But everybody gets in cars just fine. It's not 10 times as likely. It's 25 to 50 times more likely to die in a car wreck than from a pregnancy. And yet no one has a problem getting in a car. We all know that there's risk when we get in a car, but we weigh them. We're said like, well, this is the benefit that we want, so I'm willing to take on these risks in order to reach these benefits, and I'm gonna try to mitigate these. What are the benefits of having a baby? Way more than driving in a car. And yet it's also way safer. So if we're doing cost-benefit analysis, it's a no-brainer. It's extremely safe to have children, and it's extremely wonderful. The reward is so high. And so if you're fine getting in a car and going places, and that's the thing, people try to lie to women and say like, oh, you shouldn't have children, that's dangerous, but you should go out and go get a job outside the home and drive to that job and commute to that job. That's way more dangerous. The data shows that's way more dangerous to do that than it is to have children.